Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a great day. I'm so glad you're joining me. Today we're making a gift card holder, and we are going to make a shaker gift card holder. These are always nice to have on hand because in case you need a quick gift, all you have to do is grab a gift card, throw it in there, and you know what? It doesn't even have to be a gift card. This is an envelope, so you could actually put in some cash if you wanted to. But nice to have on hand, and so I thought we would make a cute little shaker gift card holder. We're using some items from Simon Says Stamp. We have an exclusive collaboration between Art Impressions and Simon Says Stamp with this snow globe. It's big. It's larger on the outside than it actually is. It's like the perfect size. You have all the little wintry scene buildings that you can create with it, and then we have the gift card holder. This is from Art Impressions, and it's not only a gift card holder, it has a little flap that you can tuck in, but there's also all these fun little tags that you can add to it also. So let's jump in and get started. We're going to make our shaker card first. This has lots of dies in here, and so what we're going to start by doing is separating all of them, and then I'm going to die cut out some elements using this. I'm going to add some green highlights to the trees and also to all of my green elements, which would be the greeting, the holly leaves, and then the little band for the hat. We're just going to add some highlights. I'm going to be using my Simon Says Stamp Artichoke ink. And we're just going to pick up a little bit of color here. We'll just add a few little green highlights. Since my trees are blue, I thought we'd add a little bit of green in there. Now I'm going to take this panel, which is the background of my shaker element. I'm going to add some dark blue highlights around the edge using my Simon Says Stamp Night Pawsitively Saturated ink. For this one, I'm just going to, I think we're going to go dark from the bottom up. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of blue highlight to my trees too. I think these colors mixed together are just going to make it look really pretty. So we are adding blue to the green. Now our ink blending is all done. Before we put together our snowman, and I'm going to add some stars to the trees, and before we create our greeting, I'm going to bring in my splatter box, and using my Positively Perfect Splatter medium, we're going to add some snowfall in the background. And I'm going to let this dry naturally, and looks like we made a flurry, and that's okay. When you make snowman cards, you can get away with a flurry. Okay, so let me rinse this off really quick, and I'll be right back. I have some glitter cardstock. The glitter cardstock that I'm using is from Spellbinders, and it's from the Treasured Cardstock series. It's the antique. And we cut out the scarf, which we're going to put together right now. Let me grab my glue. changed out my mat so it was less distracting. Sometimes when you make it a mess, it takes away from everything. Okay, what we're gonna do next is in the die set, there are dies that will cut out the eyes of the snowman and then coal buttons, but I'm going to be using some Color Essential gems. These are from Spellbinders, and this one that I'm using is graphite, and I think these work perfect because they add shine and dimension to your snowman. I'm going to rosy up our snowman's cheeks with my Copic marker. I'm using RV000. Although this is a very light pink, I'm also going to go over the cheeks with my zero marker, which is a colorless blender. Just going to soften them a little bit more because against the white they're really rosy. Okay, let's add the scarf next. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. Now I can go ahead and add one size larger buttons on my snowman. I'm going to add 3. Just adorable. And then I'm also going to bring in some blue. These are teal Color Essential gems. And this is where I'm going to add some teal berries to the holly. We're going with the color theme here. So all of these elements are put together pretty quickly. Now let's go ahead and create our snow globe. First we have our frame, and then I did die cut out a piece of acetate. I'm just going to use some glue, and we're going to attach both of these together. Using my foam strips, we're going to go ahead and add some foam strips. I did double up on my foam tape. So we have a lot of room for shaking. And then what we're going to do next is take our snow, and I'm going to fit it in here. So it's kind of being connected with the foam tape on the walls. I'm not worried about this section here because we are going to go ahead and add our base of our snow globe right over that. Now I'm going to take the foam tape just so all of my shaker elements do not fall down. I'm going to add some extra foam tape right over that snowbank. So I doubled up on the foam tape, so now all of our sequin goodies are not going to go past the snowbank. If you flip it over, this is what it looks like. No worries about that gap because this was just an extra piece. We're actually going to add this over it, so it's going to cover it, okay? To create my scene, I die cut out another snowbank, and what we're going to do is layer this one on our background. We will just tack this down. Once this is tacked down, we can go ahead and build our scene. So we're going to add our snowman. I trimmed away his arm on this side because I didn't want it to hit the wall of our shaker. And then we can add a couple of trees. I'm going to trim away a little bit of the tree, just like we did his arm. That way I know it's not going to interfere with my window here. Now we're pretty packed in this little snow globe. So what I'm going to do is bring in some of my Doodlebug shakers. These are lily white balls, and I'm just going to add a few snowfall. I don't really need too much because we don't really have much room in the shaker. I'm going to put these all the way to the top. Now I'm going to take our background, and I'm just going to layer it right over the top here. Give it a good press. This bottom section I'm going to add some glue to, so everything is nice and flush. Give it a minute to grab here. And then we have a whole bunch of snowball in the background. I think that looks so cute. Not too much. And you could, I just think that looks adorable. Except for this part. Let's fix this part. So what we're going to do is add some glue. Okay, I put glue at the base, and then I doubled up on my foam strips here, and then all we have to do is add this piece here at the bottom. Just sandwich our frame together. Now we can add our holly. I'm going to leave enough room to where we could put some berries. And then using a glue dot, I'm going to add a bow. I created the bow with Simon Says Stamp's iridescent white cording. This is such a pretty cording, and it goes with everything. I just love it. And then I want to bring back the teal gems, and we're going to add some gems to the holly over here, just like we did the cap. We're going to add 5 snowflakes to the outer side of our shaker here. I think this is one of those shakers that would be easily turned into an ornament or a magnet. An ornament, you would just take some string and tie it to the top. And then the magnet, of course, you would just put a couple magnets behind here. So cute. Okay, we're going to actually make a gift card holder. So it's going to be very easy to do. All we're going to do is take our die here. To put it together, it's very simple. You just reinforce these score lines to the left and to the right. You can reinforce the bottom and then the top. All you do is fold in the left and right here. You just add a little glue and fold up. Give it a minute to grab. And that is all there is to that. What's nice is there's a slit here, so all you would do is tuck in that top piece. You could actually decorate it too. Let's go ahead and decorate ours. And I love that these are included, the little seals included. Now I just put glue on the top of the seal here. When you open it, you want to fold this a little bit, that way you could just tuck this back in. Then you have a little gift card holder. And then that's all there is to that. Let's go ahead and add our snow globe on the very top. Just adding some glue to the front of this. We'll press this down. And there you have it. The cutest little gift card holder ever. So much fun. Hope this gives you a little bit of inspiration. I thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.